Jeez, I don't even get time to get myself organized before tons of money bucks get spent on the stream. Hello folks, hello legendary super lesbian, hello TV, welcome to the stream both of you. My posture, I'll have you know, at the start of the stream is always perfect, aside from the fact that today I had my legs tucked up on my chair. It was very comfy. Hello folks, hopefully we are doing well. Good to see you folks. But yes, I am Melanie, and today we are returning to doing some more writing. Not like I do it for a living or anything. It's totally fine. But yes, hello TV, hello legendary super lesbian. Hopefully you're both doing good. We are doing some more writing today. We're returning to Saft. Or well, it probably will end up becoming Softy in the end. I'm not leaning enough into Scottishisms to make it work quite well enough. But still. Maybe we'll make some changes in the edits, you never do know. But I think if we keep it kind of generic, we'll go for Softy, certainly. Makes a lot more sense to do so. Good afternoon. Yes, indeed, good afternoon to you too, legendary super lesbian. More Scots, indeed. We need more Scots. This is necessary. But yes. So, last time, we made a decent amount of progress. We wrote, I think in the end, just a little under 1,000 words, which was surprisingly productive. Most of it at the end of the stream, rather than like early on in the stream. So we are going to have to, do a little bit more writing today. And the plan is we're going to finish off chapter 1, or we're going to finish off the first draft for chapter 1. And then we're going to have a little look at going on to chapter 2, which I have not even outlined yet. So that's going to be fun. We'll probably finish chapter 1, and then we'll do the outline for chapter 2, the proper outline for chapter 2. Kind of the way that this outline got written up for chapter 1. Maybe with a little bit more detail, I don't know. We'll see. But with this, I do think we're going to be hitting probably like 3,000 words for this chapter. Somewhere in that kind of region, that's what I'm expecting. So won't that be fun? Last time we managed to get through the entire exam. Everything that happened over the course of the exam. Brianna coming up behind her, bothering her during the exam. Then the taunt, the assault, and then the snapping. End of the exam. Went okay. Pulled into a room and slammed into the wall. Hell yes, KABEDON. KABEDON indeed. Pretty productive last time. And I don't know if you may have saw my tweet, or what is a post on X called these days if it's not a tweet? Whatever it is, a post, I suppose. A shit. That sounds about right. I posted about work actually, because the last couple days have been so busy at work, like ridiculously busy. Starting like before the last stream actually, up until yesterday, so busy. I wrote something like 2,500 words. I had to write 3 individual reports in the space of like effectively 14 hours. It was busy. It was tough. But I also noticed that the word count that I actually achieve at work is less than my word count when I'm writing, on streams. I call it a post regardless of platform, makes sense. But people do call it a Twitter post, but it's often just shortened to tweet. I noticed that my word count at work is somewhere in the region of 2,000 words an hour. Or 200 words an hour, sorry. Whereas when I'm writing here, I get maybe, I don't know, like 300 and something words an hour. So I'm writing more than twice as much in the same amount of time while I'm streaming as I am at work. And yet I feel like I'm making absolutely no progress when I'm streaming. No, I think I need to like reevaluate. I seriously do. I seriously need to reevaluate what I think a significant amount of writing work is. Certainly when I'm streaming. Because I'm doing a lot more than I think I am. It's just, yeah. I'm not making as much progress as I think I should be doing. I think my perceptions are just wrong. Also, I just keep forgetting where I saw a post, so I couldn't be specific if I wanted. Fair enough. So yeah, I think I need to be a little bit more patient with myself when it comes to creative process. I'm planning on having another catch up with that friend of mine, Traversing the Dark. That writer friend. We'll be speaking with them hopefully next weekend. And it'll be interesting to get an impression from them, like what's their word count? What's their writing rate when it comes to fiction? I also actually need to get around to reading reading Trav's story, actually, the ongoing one. I need to do that, that would be very nice. It's on my phone, I have the first page up, I've just not got around to actually starting it yet. Ah dear. This week I've been slightly distracted with Digimon, which has been very, very fun. Very fun indeed. Both of them have evolved the way that I wanted them to. So I'm very happy. Very happy. I've got one stage 6, one stage 5 so far. So, they just evolved last night. So I have to wait another, like, 2 days? Basically all weekend. I need to wait all weekend until the next time they evolve. But fortunately, because it's the weekend, I can just leave them running. So they're going to evolve in 2 days, and I don't need to pause them for work, which is great. Anyway, let's get a little bit of work done, shall we? So, we just got to Clementine leaving the bathroom after the exam, drying herself off, now empty hallway. The remaining stragglers from the exam seem to be chatting just beyond the outer door. As she moved to leave herself, her hand roughly grabbed her arms. She barely formed the thought to shout or do anything more than stumble onwards as she was dragged after a set of heavy footsteps. Pushing through the door of an empty lab room, Clementine was wheeled around and slammed into the wall, the door being clicked closed behind them. And that's where we left off. Very dramatic. Very dramatic indeed. So, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? I mean, I know where we go from here. We've actually got to have the steamy part of the steamy chapter upcoming, which is concerning. This is going to be interesting, actually. Believe it or not, I'm only just now realizing just what I am actually setting myself up to write. Which, yeah, this is gonna be rough, and it's gonna be interesting. Why am I doing this on stream? I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. So, yeah. Start off by establishing the moment. We've got the KABEDON, she's been slammed into the wall. Well, she's been slammed into the wall, the door's been shut. How do I do this? So. Clementine's back. Stung with the impact against the wall and ached with the echo of her bra strap snapping into it just minutes before. Might need to do some rewording of this, but still, we've got the line in place. It tells me what I want to have down. I'm actually, writing for a living now is doing some really interesting things for my creativity. It really is. Or rather, the way that I go about expressing my creativity. Because, I mean, I've only been there for, what, 5 weeks now? Or something like that? And I feel like I've already been able to get to the stage where I know kind of the best way to go about what I want to achieve. I've come up with a great system of taking a concept, planning it out, extracting the necessary information that I need from it, and then fitting it into the format that I want to output it as. Like in work, there's a particular format that I need to do. A bit different when it comes to prose. There's no format, there's no like template it needs to fit. But there's still criteria that I want it to meet when I'm writing. So this is something that I'm going to be thinking on a little bit for chapter 2. Can I take the essence that I'm aiming for, the key points, the little notes and details, and expand those out in a similar way to how I've been writing with work? That's what I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping to take my lessons from my lived experience and then put it into this story as well. Because this is going to be a really good writing experience, I think, in several ways. I'm learning and re-optimizing a lot here, so this is going to be interesting. So yeah, stung with the impact against the wall and ached with the echo of her brass strap snapping into it just minutes before. Heart in her mouth. She wilted slightly in the face of the intense glare mere inches from her face. Her assailant was shorter than her, but this sounds terrible, but I'm gonna write it anyway. Evidently so much stronger. To the point no, bad line, really bad line. Hello Valana, welcome to the stream. What about saying the strap instead of bra straps? It's already established that it was bra. That's fair, I can go with that. Of the strap, that's a good one. Let's also add a little line break there, just to create a clear distinction between her leaving and then the start of the next scene. Yes, that's good. Good morning, Valana. Hopefully you're doing well today. Hopefully you've had a lovely week. Hopefully you've got a chill weekend ahead of you. Her assailant was shorter than her. But leading on a hand pressed. And against the wall beside her ear. She didn't have the... My typing speed has really increased the last couple of weeks as well, I've noticed. which is very interesting. Leaning on a hand against... But leaning... With a hand leaning against the wall on a hand right beside her ear. That's it. She didn't have the space to straighten up. Also, for those who are particularly desperate, straighten up could be read as a pun. Clementine. There we go. Intro for the day. We've got the ball rolling, always a good sign. Hello, Adaver. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing good. Yes, more writing today. I'm hoping to finish chapter 1 and then outline chapter 2. And then, the outline for chapter 2, I'm wanting to actually talk a bit more into my theory of writing, like the way that I like to write, the way that I like to think about structuring things. I've probably done this conversation before, but I enjoy doing it. And I want to recontextualize it as well. That would be very good to do, especially given my new knowledge and experience. Let's see. Let's make this into one big paragraph. So it's anywhere but into that face. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Instead of space to straighten up, what about strength or courage to lean to the possible double meaning? I don't like strength or courage, unfortunately. Ability. We'll go for ability. More generic rather than specific, rather than making it a physical incapability or a mental emotional one. It's just generic ability. So it's anywhere but into that phase. And I think we actually have some of our first line from Brianna here, which would be very nice. How does Brianna approach this? How does Brianna approach this? Like, it's been established at this point that, my intention has been that at this point, the bullying effectively has been going on for some time. So how does Brianna go about doing this? How does she? I don't know if we start with a hey Clem. I don't like that. Too familiar, and Brianna's where's Brianna at right now? She's familiar with Clem. She's angry at Clem. She's very angry at herself also. Do we go the familiarity route, or do we go the just directly into it route? Like, does she immediately start commenting on the situation? I don't think they're gonna have like a dialogue. Brianna's basically talking out loud at this point. Or rather, she's thinking out loud. Is, I think, the way that this is gonna go. I think. I need to. I actually do. I need to. Being familiar in an angrier tone can be very intimidating. That's true, but I'm kind of wary of making it like really cliched, and I'm sitting cross-legged right now, but I need to. I'm not comfortable unless I sit cross-legged right now. So if you do a posture check, I'll just say I'm sitting cross-legged, and it's good. I really need that sitting cross-legged chair. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. As soon as I get paid, I'm getting it. I'm treating myself. I deserve it. Okay, so it's anywhere but into that face. Two gates, sit straight. Exactly. That's exactly it. Right. So it's anywhere but into that face. I can always add a more familiar kind of intro line if I think it's necessary later. Let's just go straight into it. Clem versus Tina as a nickname. Clem versus Tina. I'm leaning more Clem. Certainly right now. Perhaps. Which name does Clem prefer? Using the other would add to the building. I don't think she... I don't know, like, I've made a point all the way through the conversation so far that Clementine is the name that is used. Like she refers to herself as Clementine. She thinks of herself as Clementine, and then I don't know. It's just a familiarity thing. I feel like Clem might be the name that they were comfortable using in the past, and then it's just kind of being leaned on to kind of twist the knife kind of thing. So yeah, I think that's what. I don't think she would dislike Tina, but like it wouldn't be like a go-to nickname. It's like people would use Tina as an alternative way of referring to her for a change of pace, but it wouldn't necessarily be how she prefers to be referred to, kind of thing. So just shorten to Clem works well then. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But like I can like imagine like her parents would refer to her as Tina, kind of thing. Or one of her other friends might call her Tina, or even depending on the scenario, Brianna might refer to her as Tina. You know, just for a change of pace with the way that you refer to someone. Like, I don't know, like I like coming up with nicknames for people or referring to people in a variety of different ways. Like, I regularly refer to like Misaki Nobunaga, as Misakichi, kind of thing. Or I come up with like a variety and range of nicknames for my brother, for example. And I just refer to him with different nicknames depending on the mood, the conversation, depending on, you know, how many times I've said his name over the course of a conversation. I like doing that, and I kind of want my characters to do a similar thing. And related and similar names are also really fun. I enjoy those. Like I can see Brianna being referred to as Bree, Anna, Anne on occasion. It wouldn't just have to be Brianna or Bree or Anne. Or even Brian, just refer to her in the masculine. Depending on the context. Bree, I like Bree also. Bree is good. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I like playing around with the names that people have. I like the meanings and the alternate forms and the spellings, the meanings behind them. They're fun. They're very fun. So orange for Clem, perhaps? Orange could be a very good one. Orange, you glad I didn't name her something without as much pun potential? Yes, pun potential. Yes. Also, wait. Speaking of that emote, we need to establish at some point just how much orange cat energy Valdis has. This needs to be established. We need to figure out how much orange cat energy she has. This needs to be investigated properly. I don't like this line. It like calls back to something that I wrote myself. We said something similar before. I'm sure there's a joke somewhere in there about their names being food and eating each other, but I can't brain good enough to make one. Oh dear. Oh dear, Legendary Super Lesbian. That's a terrible one, even by my standards. I love it. Actually, I very rarely actually eat brie. How would brie on like crackers with like tomato? Brie on a cracker with tomato, how does that sound? Because like if you could have it with tomato, if brie's like a very kind of a light cheese, like not too strong necessarily. No, even if it was a strong cheese, it might work pretty well. But like depending on the cheese itself, it might even work with a clementine on it. Like I made a very lovely clementine cheesecake. Well, it was like Satsuma cheesecake, but you know, close enough. Anyway, cheese and tomatoes hard to mess up. This is true. This is true. But yeah, no, like I did a cheesecake. Wait, hold on a minute. Cheesecake is just like cream cheese and sugar with some orange zest through it, or well, it was like tangerine zest or whatever. You could definitely use a clementine. That's the point. Clementine zest in it, and then clementine segments on top. Is cheesecake a lesbian dessert? Have I accidentally turned cheesecake sapphic? It is now, evidently. I mean, yes. Oh, good. Oh, good. Fascinating. Okay, I'm never going to be able to eat a cheesecake again without thinking of this. Now consider a lemon cheesecake based on these discoveries. Oh dear. You're taking it all so seriously, scribbling away in the last few minutes. Though don't you think you should have spent... How did I mute myself? How long was I muted for? Hopefully not too long. I think I just accidentally hit the mute key. Wait, where's mute key? Hold on, let me try and find it. It's on page down now. That's odd. Apparently it's on the page down key. Yeah, that sounds about right for a minute or two. Apologies there, but it's fine. Yeah, what I was realizing when I was writing this, I didn't even mention it wasn't intentional. No, it wasn't intentional. It was just me being dumb. Before the last writing stream. No, wait, no, it wasn't before the last writing stream. It was something that I started, that I watched yesterday. There's a video by, naturally, lesbian YouTuber who I admire. and it was talking about the history of the design of bras, which was fascinating to listen to. And it actually went into detail, like breaking down, is it a symbol of oppression? Is it a symbol of like class distinction? Why are there these silly little bows on them? And then it was like comparing the design of like back closing bras to front closing bras. With the main thing being that, despite the hassle that comes with putting on a back fastening bra, it turns out that it actually is like just better after all for it to close behind. Because like, you know, the strap can be wider. Like at the front, it needs to kind of like go down to like more or less 1 point. Unless you want like a big band across your chest, which maybe you want, maybe you don't. So it would only really have one hook and eye to close it. Which is like more wear and tear on the device itself, and is also more likely to dig into your skin, which is, you know, bad. Whereas at the back, you don't have quite as much of a problem with it. So, yeah. You could say I've done my research in the end, and in a roundabout way. Here we are. Very interesting. Also more likely to unhook itself with movement. This is very true. Yes. She had changed... I say from experience, oh dear. She hadn't... Have I written myself into a little minor corner here? I might have done. Because like the problem is, like, I really want to I want to refer to not Clementine at this point. I want to refer to Brianna at this point, but even now, Clementine is trying her hardest not to think of the person she's looking at. She's trying not to think of Brianna as Brianna, basically. She's saying she's following the heavy footsteps. What was being done by the person, but not anything about the person themselves. Her assailant was shorter. Looking at that face, the voice. Where's the bit about the hand? There we are. Yeah. The hand beside her ear. So she's still not ready to actually refer to her, or she's fighting not to. So maybe before this line where I'm trying to say, yeah, she's expected there to be some repercussions. That line's gonna get changed. Maybe we have to force Clementine to recognize that it's Brianna, or to literally face the fact that it's Brianna. I think we might. We're doing the parenthesis, not parenthesis. We're doing the ellipsis. I try to avoid ellipsis. I've done my best to avoid using ellipsis so far because I tend to use it. Like, I notice there are two things that I tend to do with it. I tend to either use ellipsis before or after a sentence, or I do things like this. I put like so or something, or well, or huh, or, you know, something to kind of like preface the start of a sentence, which I shouldn't. So I try to avoid it, but I think I can justify doing it at this point. I think I can justify it. This is the first time that we're seeing Brianna's face. Aside from the short moment at the start, the blue eyes ringed with red. We need to call back to the blue eyes. And the blonde hair. And the narrow lips. The small hand. We need, these are the elements that we need to carry forward. Can I split? Can I split right? There we go. Yeah. No, I don't want a new window. I want to drop you in there, thank you. Agree, there is showing for pause in Clem's mind as she's forced to move of thinking this person as a person. Yes, exactly. Let's have this little note be visible there. And we'll go down to here. Because we've got blue eyes, cold, a color, not a color, a sensation associated with blue, depending on the shade of blue. So, we've already said, we've already used the word hard in description of the voice, so I want to avoid using hard again. This will probably be the second sentence. Or maybe the second part of the sentence. Hmm. Did we use glare before? Did we use glare here? Yeah, intense glare. So I don't want to use that. Hmm. We want to avoid that. I would say I would say thank you for the follow, but actually kindly I do not thank you for the follow. All the best to you, however. Appreciated. Now where was I? Yes. The shorter girl's eyes. What about the other girl's eyes, shall we say? We want to establish the blue, we want to establish the hair. The hair we can establish, I'm thinking like, few blonde strands falling from, her messy ponytail is what will work into the sentence, but we're not there yet. The shorter girl's eyes. Maybe not the eyes. Yeah. Eyes were cold and narrow, despite the smile playing on her. Despite the smile playing on her thin lips. Maybe narrow and ice blue. Or ice blue and narrow. Despite the almost friendly smile playing on her thin lips. We definitely need there to be a line. It needs to be a bit more. We could move this line down. But we need to add another line in its place. I did feel a bit like the line about new lingerie was maybe a little bit early. So maybe if we move this line down. Maybe move it down to here. Scribble away the last few minutes. Lend you a hand. Yeah, I like the pun. I like the pun. I can't resist it. I can't resist a pun. I love a pun. Puns are great. Do you think you should have spent more time studying and less time shopping for new lingerie? I think that line probably works there. Probably anyway. I can roll with that. Puns are wonderful and playful. Yes, and it can be playful in a sick way. It's great. It's great. This now needs reworking. This line here needs reworking. It really feels like I've written more than I actually have right now. Like we've only written about, what, 200 words or something? It feels like I've written more, but I'm doing a lot with the words. I think. I like to think that I'm doing a lot with the words. No, there's no. I don't want to repeat myself here. I don't want to lean into it too much. I don't want to spell it out when it's already been spelled out. I don't like that line. I do not like the line. Would you even call it a stunt? Yeah, stunt. I heard a beep beep. One of my Digimon Dookies was made. The other one's gonna, just listen. The next one's gonna beep any second now. Give it a minute. The other one's gonna beep as well. I love those Digimon toys. I really do. They're so fun. It's great. There's been so much fun this week. They've been like a nice little project to keep me occupied. Like while I'm like on the way to work. Like, you know, I have to go through like tunnels and stuff on the train. Or I want to do something but I don't want to be doing it on my phone. And like the little devices, they're so small. They're so small. They take up like no space and they make no noise. They're perfect for just like pressing a couple of buttons while you're on the commute. They're perfect. They're perfect. Because like also they don't need a signal. They don't need a Wi-Fi signal. So I can just play them anyway. It's great. So yeah, they've been a nice little thing to do. They've helped me kind of wake up in the mornings as well, because like they wake up when I wake up. So I just like wake up, make sure they're fed, make sure they've pooped, and then it like gives me something to do to wake me up in the morning. I can go, oh, this Digimon's evolved, or oh, I need to like make sure they're trained in the morning, or oh, because they've evolved they need to level up, so let's do a couple of levels. It's fun. It's really fun. I love it. The advantages of old tech, yeah, they're so strong. They're so good. Would recommend. Would really recommend. They're so much fun. Right. Line. To look back. The hand tracing along her collarbone. Collarbone. And along collarbone and in the middle of her chest. In shock. The expression on the girl's face was Dare I use this cliche? Like a cat toying with a It's a cliche, but I'm gonna roll with it for now. Not the best. Let's see. Rather than ice blue, ice cold. Ties in with the cold glare is a bit better. And there's the Digipoop. A little bit later than I expected, but the Digipoop has arrived. Lovely, right? Yeah, no, I got some good digis. I got some good digis. I managed to get BL Starmon, the strongest Digimon in her tier, and also with the cutest design. There are very few like cute female Digimon. And I've decided to go on a crusade to get both of them that I can get. So it's BL Starmon for the white Digivice, or well, for the blue one, I suppose. And I'm going to be seeing if I can get Sakuyamon for the red one. That's going to be fun. They're the... What are they? They're like the Digimon Virtual Pets XA and XB, if you're curious, if you're inclined for them. So yeah, that's what I've been working towards. I want the cute Digimon. That's my priority. I'm motivated by cute Digimon. And then once they're both max level, I'll have them battle and it'll be fun. But actually not next level. I think I need to wait 2 days before Metal Greymon will evolve, but I need to figure out how I want him to evolve to get Sakuyamon. You gotta be careful you've not advanced too far in the game or raise your Digimon wrong. And the same for BL Starmon. It's fun. It's interesting. Like it's just been a nice little thing to just keep myself occupied for a little bit. Little project in the background. Those blue eyes flick down. Let's see. Flick down. Before return to hold. To hold Clementine's frozen gaze as her hand pressed at. This isn't anything lewd in itself, just because I've not finished the sentence yet. Pressed at. Not the. It's the breastbone that she's pressing at. Get your minds out of the gutter. I want to put another line in place. Kind of like as a follow-up to this line about new lingerie. I like threes. We've got the intro bit, well prepared for the exam, taking it seriously, lend you a hand. More time studying, less time shopping. We need one cutting remark as well. Probably in here. how would she phrase a very cutting remark here? A very cruel and unkind remark. What happened? Did you go up another cup size so quickly? Very cutty and unfriendly, isn't it? Maybe where the clasp was. Or rather confirming the clasp was there. I don't like the repeated hers in this line here. Over the girl again. Not another line. Not another written line. I don't know if I need another written line. Maybe one more? This is like the third little spoken section. We've got one here. Intro line. Context. Or rather... exposition. Continuation. New remark. New remark. Action. Build up. More tension. More tension. This is effectively, so to speak, the climax of the chapter right here. So we need to build the tension a bit more. How to do so? Actually, over here, let's have increase and releasing intention. Increase as she pulls to open the clasp, and then releasing as it is opened. Confirming the clasp was there. How to do tension. Senses. Senses. Touch is easy. Vision is also easy. We're doing that. Could we add some scent somewhere? Yes. Sound we can do. Taste is unnecessary. Maybe a reference to heat, maybe a reference to dizziness. What's hemmed? Hemmed in so tight against the wall. Hemmed in so tight against the wall. No, I'm struggling here. I'm struggling to find a way to word it. It's tricky. I think the problem is I'm trying too hard to not make it horny. Like, I want it to be horny, but I want the horniness to be as much a surprise to the characters as it is to the reader. Or, well, it should be a surprise to the reader as much as it is to the characters. That's what I'm aiming for. But this might be leaning on a little too strong. Yeah, this is where the horniness appears. This is where the horniness appears. Okay, I can't even apologize for it at this point because that's what we're here for, basically. Oh my, I know, right? The girl's lips parted slightly as her fingers fumbled. No. No. Parted slightly. And on her slightly stale breath, she doesn't have the best oral hygiene at the moment. However, almost citrusy. Another Yuri reference right there. As well as also reinforcing more symbolism here. It's not subtle. At this point, subtlety is gone. My relationship with subtle is ended. We're going all out here at this point. Her fingers fumble undoing a button in the middle of Clementine's shirt. Yeah, we're getting super horny here. This is great. Cool. So what have we got? We've got heat. We've got balance. Those are actually two senses that we've got here. We've got heat and cold. We've got a lack of balance. We've got scent. It's not midriff. What would like the top would be? Like ribs kind of area. Upper stomach. We can change this from Clementine's to her. Make a new sentence. They felt shockingly cool against the exposed skin. Senses remaining. So we've got a little bit of touch. What else are we missing? We're missing sound. Unearthing sight. Sight should be the last one. And I think it should be... I think it should be the most sexual sight, actually. Incredibly sexual sight at this moment in time. So sound first. Sound first. How do we do sound? Breathing. Of course, breathing. I'm bloody enjoying this, actually. This is really fun, actually. Okay, not even... What? Okay, slight break to alleviate this sexual tension that is forming, not just in the story. So, it's, like, I've written saucy things in the past, I have. But it's been a while, actually. It has been a little while. I wonder if I've slightly... Yeah, no, it's been a while. I've slightly gotten out of... Well, I'd say out of the habit, assuming that it'd actually become a habit at some point, which... I couldn't say that it had. But yeah, I don't know, it's just been a while. It's just been a while. It's fun. Can you tell it's slightly awkward for me? Let's freaking do this. Hell yeah. Let's have fun with it. So yeah, breathing. Who do we start with? Clementine. Only one way to solve that. Yep, right, more lewd stuff. Excellent. Breathing. Breathing. Yeah, no, if I go quiet, my mind is literally doing that thing where it's going like a million miles an hour figuring things out. And it seems to be working. I've got a direction that I can take this. I think we want to like relate Clement's dizziness. Find desperate to control her short breath, fast breaths. And get oxygen to her brain. I could stop making typos, that would be fantastic. The gigglers. The giggler. What was that? The gigglers. That was supposed to be the girls. I don't know where the other G came from. Reference to skin. Maybe scratching. Scratching lightly. Scratching lightly. Against her breastbone. Breastbone has not been mentioned for several paragraphs, so reinforcing where the focus is. Also, Kuro Bachi, good to see you, Kuro. Hopefully you're doing well. You've came along at the perfect time. We are at the climax of the chapter. Fantastic timing. Hopefully you're doing good. Hopefully you've had yourself a nice weekend so far. I'm doing very well, thank you very much, Kuro. Actually, Kuro, I've got a bone to pick with you. Because I do remember several days ago, you made a pun. You made a funny trans pun. Or like, it was like a femme pun or something, but it was a pun. I do remember this. And then I mentioned, yeah, I'm totally cool with with people making fun and good-natured puns. And yet, since then, there have been none. I am thoroughly disappointed, Kuro. Where are the memes? Let's slip the memes. Where have they been? Well, I mean, I suppose it's been a week. It has been a week. I've been streaming late. Time zones are a factor, fair enough. But at the same time, I don't know how to make meme. You don't need to make meme, you just need to find meme. There are many hilarious memes on the internet. I can give you pointers in direction of where to go. Actually, what am I talking about? I've been posting enough memes on my Discord, actually. I don't post every funny meme that I come across. Some of them are not appropriate for me to be sharing on the Discord. Some of them are, but I refuse to anyway. But But yeah, no, I've been posting some funny like Yuri or trans memes when I come across them on the Discord. They're fun. I need to post more though. I really should do more. I'll make a point of doing some more. They're good. Also, being serious for a minute, can I get your take on something? Absolutely, Kuro. By all means, go ahead. But yeah, we've just been working a little bit more on the writing. It's been very fun. I've been enjoying it, as stressed as I am with it. About 350 words in, or thereabouts today, which is not bad for an hour and a half, actually. Not bad at all, actually. But yeah, by all means, if you got something to share or ask, you're more than welcome to. Peering at the small window of her chest, breathlessly brushing on her hot skin. Let's see. I heard Amberglow shut down recently. Yes, indeed. I did hear it. As a former employee of the company, what are your thoughts regarding the shutdown? Also, hello Triangle Toll, welcome to the stream. Again, like Kurobachi, you have arrived at the climax of the chapter. So very well timed. But yeah, as a former employee of Amberglow, what are your thoughts regarding the shutdown? Being entirely honest, like I was anticipating something like this happening, but I think as much as anybody else, I didn't have any real idea on when it was going to happen. You know, and like Amberglow was like was and will remain a huge part of my life, like for like 3 years. And someone say climax. Hello Tankfurter. Yes, we're at the climax of the chapter. I'm actually quite happy with how it's turned out. We're just about at the climax of the chapter, so you came along at a good time. But yes, yeah, I kind of anticipated it coming, to be honest, but I didn't really know when it might happen, but I was under the impression that it might happen. And like Amberglow was like just a huge part of my life for like the last 3 years. It's been a huge part of my life. I've made like it's where I got started with streaming. It's where I met so many amazing people, and where I've been able to achieve so much for myself. And it's been a huge part of my life for like 3 years. It's not a little thing. While I did leave on my own terms, like I'm still pretty close with a lot of the people who were still in the company and who had been part of the company, and I hope that can continue. I hope everyone does well. I hope everything with Bossu and all the other staff members and everything. I hope everything's good for them too. I just wish everyone well, really. It doesn't practically affect me very much because I'd already left. So like not much is gonna happen to me personally. It just means, well, as much as I had to do being independent anyway, it means I've got to actually make effort to keep in touch with and reach out to people that I'm close to. And, you know, like have more excuses to reach out to people than just we are in the same company still. And like there's events going on around that. Like I need to do that for myself now a bit more. But yeah, no, I really genuinely do wish everybody well. Everybody from Bossu to all the other former members and the staff as well. Everybody, I hope everyone does well. I really do. But yeah, it's been a thing. It's been a thing. It's the end of an era for me, as much as it is for everyone else. But it doesn't affect me too much, in that I'm independent anyway. I can just keep doing my own thing. And as well as that, to the best of my knowledge, no one who is now a former Amberglow member is like stopping anytime soon, to my knowledge. I think most of the final members will be continuing their activities, unless I'm missing something. You may know better than I do, which would be good. I'm hoping to still have chances to work with some of the other former members too. They got to keep their IPs, yeah. Bossu generally was pretty good with that, yeah. So yeah, it seems like a reasonable thing. Let them keep the IPs, considering Amberglow itself is dissolving. Yeah. So yeah, no idea what happened to Asta or Pura. Oh, what happened to Asta and Pura? It is a mystery that shall never be solved. No. Keep your ear to the ground is what I'll say. Keep your ear to the ground, Kurobachi, is what I'll say. Let's just say, without saying, I don't know. I've got a little thing for collecting people, shall we say? And if I should happen to lose a person, then you know, someone who may seem strangely familiar may crop up again at some opportunity as well. So yeah, worth keeping your ear to the ground is what I'll say. But yes, no. Yeah. But yes, it's a thing, yeah. But yeah, thank you for asking, Kuro. I do appreciate it. I don't mind talking about it. Like, I'm not like under strict NDA to never refer to Amberglow again. Have I collabed with anyone from Amberglow since leaving? I think I haven't. But I think that's been more of a scheduling problem. Like, there's been plans to do a collab with Carnelia for ages, but the problem is we're practically on different sides of the planet, so it's difficult to coordinate sometime. But yeah, no, there's still plans there. But yeah, no. Amberglow isn't a not to be mentioned again subject for me. I think of those times very fondly. Very fondly indeed. I really appreciate all the people that I got to meet as part of it. You VTubers just disappearing and reappearing with new models and personalities, breaking my heart with worry. Oh no, there's definitely reasons to be worried. There are definitely reasons to be worried. But yeah, no. I would say don't worry too much. But yes, yeah, keep your ear to the ground is what I'll say. They're certainly still with us in spirit, shall we say. But yes, anyway, where was I? Oh yes, again, welcome to Triangle Toll and Tankfurter, not Frankfurter. Triangle's actually trying to write. Hopefully your writing goes well yourself. As long as they're safe and happy, that's all I care about. As much as I'm able to as well. I like keeping up with folks too. So yeah, as much as I'm able to, I like to make sure everyone's okay too, as best I can. I don't always do the best job of it. I'm one of those people who likes friendships where I don't need to like check in on you every single day, and I can just like pick up with you like months down the line and we're still friends. That's the kind of friendship I end up having, or I like having. Not that I'm averse to, you know, full-time friendships, but yeah, no. We're looking out as being done, shall we say? But yes, her grin had spread past tense, because we're writing in past tense now, not first person. We're not doing present tense anymore. We moved away from present tense. I got quite bad at it. Her grin had spread as if relishing the... But something in her expression seemed to have softened somewhat. Double N. The girl's finger lifted from her torso, raising up the clasp of the bra. Clementine felt an almost familiar, now almost, no, not non-almost, and now almost familiar increase of tension around her ribs, or rather across her back. Increase of tension. Do we use the lost in her eyes cliche here? Do I want to use the lost in the eyes cliche here? I'm the same way. I'm comfortable picking up where we left off with days or weeks or months of contact between friends. Yeah. I think that's a good way to do friendship kind of thing. Like, depends on the individual, depends on the needs of the friendship or the relationship, whether it needs to be, you know, an everyday contact thing, or, you know, whether you can go a bit longer between contact. Depends on the needs of the relationship and where each person is. Absolutely very true. Their eyes locked. And we want to call back to here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Their eyes locked. Those blue eyes softened and widened. Hmm. Hmm. This is the climax right now. This is the climax in this moment. Or rather, in an instant. That... Can't use soften. No, we can't use softened. Or the cruelness. The cruelty of that grin receded. Can't say those again. Yuri is the good stuff. Yuri is indeed the good stuff. Darth Vader Pie, welcome to the stream. We are at the literal climax of the scene. Gushing over magical girls taught me that. I still need to watch it. I still need to watch it. Maybe I'll watch it later on, we'll see. I had debated watching it in the Discord, but it's probably a little bit too spicy for public viewing. Hella lewd but funny. I've heard it's interesting. The manga's been on my to-watch list for like several months now. It's Space 2.0, oh dear. Let's see. Leaving a thin sweet smell. For an anime. Okay, is it better or worse than interspecies reviewers? Like that's my yardstick for a lewd anime now. Interspecies reviewers. Dear. I mean, I think interspecies reviewers is likely more explicit. But then I haven't seen. Is it the same level? Yeah, probably around the same thing. No, that was spicy. That was really spicy. Only no men. That line hit me surprisingly hard for some reason, Darth Vader. It was just like neuron activation at that moment. Damn. Yeah, no. Well, considering the season's almost over, it's almost the perfect time to watch it, right? You know what? That's a thought. I was planning on hanging out with a friend later on today. We were probably going to be watching some Yuri stuff. Maybe that'll be worth giving a watch if they've not already seen it than me. It's more that there are no females at all in the series. No females. The gushing of magical girls looked pretty explicit. Yeah, it seemed rather explicit. Yeah. Males, I mean males. Are you sure? Wait, Darth Vader, are you sure it was gushing over magical girls you were watching, and not Maho Shoujo Ore? Which I did watch. I think I watched a couple of episodes of that one. It didn't do much for me at the time, but yeah. You know what, Darth Vader, you do you. I'm not gonna judge. I can't really. I can't really judge. Is it as lewd? No, it's not as lewd. It's definitely not as lewd. At least I've only seen like the first like maybe 2 episodes of it, so I couldn't really say beyond that point. I can't even compare premises because I've not seen Maho Shoujo Ore. No, I've seen Maho Shoujo Ore's premise, but I've not really seen the one for Gushing Over. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Clementine saw herself reflected. Do I want Clementine to see herself reflected? My initial thought was that I wanted Clementine to be reflected in the eyes. But I don't think I want that. I don't think I want that. The reason why I'm spending so long on this scene, by the way, is just because it is arguably the most important scene in the story. This is like literally the climax of the first chapter. This is the inciting incident that goes on to change the status quo of the story. So this matters. And like, I know I can review it later, but I want to make sure that it has all the elements I want to include. Also, why must you tease my much brain? Your mushy brain. Dear. And also because, I mean, at this point, have we not established? I'm very clearly a teased-era. Very clearly I'm a teased-era. It's great. I rip the shit out of people and it's hilarious. It's awesome. Or what's it? Hiyakusadera? I don't remember what the Japanese is. Teased-era was the original term anyway. It's my go-to. Right. Where was I? So the cruelty of the grins receded, leaving a thin, sweet smile. And now is the moment where Clementine can actually recognize that this is Brianna. Buvu sa. Biggo and the Nut 22. Buvu sa to you too, I suppose. Buvu sa to you. I don't know if that's I don't know what Bufu says. But hopefully you're doing good there, Biggo and the Nut. Hopefully things are good for you. Yeah, you're welcome to join us here as I struggle to work out a couple of words for a freaking short story. We're making progress though. Omgu said, oh great, well thank you. Okay, can we not have me saying weird words in weird languages, please? Kindly keep text to English. You may highlight messages, I will not necessarily read them if this continues. My Digimon pooped again as well, that's great. But yes, we are currently writing a bit of a Yuri story that I've been working on for a couple of weeks now. Which is very fun. So yeah, we're at the climax of chapter 1, pun somewhat intended, out of 5 chapters. And I'm just trying to word things towards the actual releasing of tension. Leaving a thin, sweet smile. Do I need another line? Ah, we said soften twice, didn't we? Maybe warmed? Did we say warmed before? Did we say warmed? We said softened. Let's say warmed. Yeah, warmed and widened. Or maybe... yeah, softened's fine. Warmed and widened. Thin, sweet smile. Lovely. And also, Tankfurter, thank you for the hydrate. I'm almost out of water. And now I'm out of water. Well done, Mel. Let's see. We also have the cruelty of the cruel grin. Wait, the cruelty of the cruel grin? And this is the cruelty... the cruelty of that cruel grin... no. The cruelty of that grin... receded, leaving a thin, sweet smile. There we go. Yes! Small fox head, indeed. Leaving a thin, sweet smile. Do I need to use the cliche of the reflection in someone else's eyes? I don't think I do. We're doing vision. We've done breathing, but not sound. We still needed sound. Where was the sound? That was breathing. Wait, no. Oh. Oh dear. Yeah. It can definitely be used in duplicate sometimes, but not the best form unless you're emphasizing something. What's really weird actually is now we've got the vision. Eyes locking, blue eyes warmed and widened, the cruelty of that grin receded, leaving a thin, sweet smile. Can we add one more line? Yes, we can. We can add one more line to reach the climax. It's almost as if these characters are having sex. They're effectively having sex, but with their eyes. With their eyes, people. This is brilliant. I'm having so much fun here. Whether the writing actually ends up being good or not, I'm having so much fun here. Let's see. So we've done in an instant already. Not back in capital letters, just back. I still see eyes being referred to as orbs sometimes. God, please use another eyes. Yeah, orbs is terrible. Seriously, you don't have to break out a thesaurus for every repetition. Sometimes eyes is good enough. Yes, exactly. Like, you don't need to say for fingers, you can just say fingers. You don't need to say fingers, digits. Little hand nubules, hand penises. We don't need those. Face melons, that's it. Yes, face melons. Dear. Ooh, now there's a thought. I just had a minor thought. Do we need to have Clementine being point of view character for every chapter? We might not, but that's a question to come back to later. I don't want to give too much away. My other Digimon has done a poop. I've cleaned up that other Digimon's poop. Looking into her eyes, Clementine was sent back. Years, maybe only months. Months ago. what felt like years. But what must only have been months ago. Back to what felt like years, but was only have been months ago. She saw the same eyes, blue, ringed with red. Eyelids red and puffy, opened wide and desperate. Here, wide and wide and bright. The thesaurus thing is much more obvious when people think they're obligated to tag every line and adhere to said is dead at the same time. This is so true. This is so true. Like, it stands out more when you try and not make it stand out. Like, it's okay to include said. There's a trick to avoiding having to use said too much. Don't do too much dialogue. I love having as little dialogue as possible. And then when there's a scene where there's dialogue, I have nothing but dialogue. With no description of how they speak, just directions to how they're moving or acting. They don't said anything. They just say it, and then they do whatever they're doing at the same time. Everything else is secondary to the conversation. You can tag the dialogue with some actions along the way, yes, exactly. I just focus on dialogue when it's a dialogue scene. That's just my style. Here, wide and bright. Just leave it here. Just leave it here. Do we want to go back a little? Do we drop the hand from the onto the shoulder? Do we drop the hand leaning against the wall, dropping on her shoulder? Do we do that, or do we maintain the KABEDON? What do we do? Do we maintain the KABEDON? Or do we go for the intimacy of the hand on the shoulder? I need impressions here, this is important. It calls back to second paragraph. Reference to scent taste. I think we can get rid of this. Unnecessary. Actually, hold on, we'll leave it there just in case. The other resting on her shoulder. Hand dropped to rest on her shoulder. Her eyes locked. Move to more intimate. Hell yes. And then the climax itself. Oh my god, I'm welling up almost here. Like welling up with tears a little bit in this moment. The little hesitant voice. The first thing Clementine's actually said this chapter so far. Those eyes went wide and she jerked back as if burned. The sharp increase in pressure receded. Was released. And the bra popped open. There we go. The climax. I didn't expect this. I expected the final intimacy was going to be done with pure eye contact, but the breaking of the silence being the release to all of the tension, not just in the moment, but in the entire scene, the entire chapter, with the final introduction of Brianna. I'm loving this story so much. This has worked out, okay, patting myself on the back here, but I'm loving this too much. This has been too much fun. Man, I love when the character you make changes your plans. Yeah, it's good. And the bra popped open. The wording of this might be terrible. She's not shirtless, to be entirely clear. Only one button in the center of the chest was opened. And now we can refer to Brianna by her name, which is going to make writing so much easier. Rather than she. To use Brianna. His eyes went wide and Brianna jerked back as if burned. I wonder. Easy things are for squares, indeed. Clementine could barely focus as she fought to control her breathing. Hmm. We're slightly transitioning almost to Brianna's point of view at this point, which is interesting. And was definitely unintended. I said heavy breathing for her earlier, didn't I? Breathing, yeah, deep breaths earlier. Heedless of her own heavy breathing. We're very slightly tiptoeing into Brianna's point of view. Or maybe was burning. A bit more passive voice. And heedless of her own heavy breathing. As Clementine began to collect herself, she limply raised a hand to rest on the now loose bra under her shirt. There we go. The movement seemed to break Brianna out of her. Thank you for the hydrate, Kuro. Unfortunately, I've run out of liquid. Oh, actually though, bear with me. I have another idea. I'm out of water for hydration, but I have something else. I completely forgot I had these. Like a week ago, I bought myself, thank you for being with me folks, I bought myself, hold on, can you hear this? Damn it, didn't hear properly. I bought myself 4 Ramune sodas because they were selling them in my supermarket nearby. Come back here, you. And I left 2 of them in the back. I left 2 of them still to be drunk. They're sitting like right behind me. So yeah, here we go. We can hydrate with some Ramune. Right, 3, 2, 1. Yum. Was that loud enough, do you think? There we go. Cheers for the hydrate, Kuro. Oh, I love it. That slight bubble gumminess is incredible. Tankfurter, thank you for the hydrate also. Yeah, I've got 2 of these suckers left. They are lovely. Oh, that is just a little injection of sugar that I needed right now. Thank you for that. Right. The movement seemed to break Brianna out of her... Let's see, Clementine... Yeah, as Clementine began to collect herself, she limply raised a hand to rest on an endless bra under her shirt. The movement seemed to break Brianna out of her... frozen... stupor? I don't know if stupor's appropriate for this. Simple sugars and carbohydrates can jumpstart your brain, indeed. Yum. Bit of a frozen stupor. And now, Brianna has to save face. This is where Brianna's saving face. So we've done this. Yeah, the mutual enjoyment is very implicit here. Much more implicit than this has happened here. Change in dynamic. Brianna blinks. Needs to make an awkward joke as if to dismiss the situation, then leave. And then we just have to round out the chapter. So the last thing that was said was Clementine recognizing Brianna. And that Brianna's been this person who's been doing this. She's been... The last thing that she said was cruel remarks about buying the new bra instead of studying. Joke about going up another cup size. Kuro heading to bed? No worries. Thank you so much for coming along, Kuro. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this, found it interesting. And yeah, hopefully you rest well. Hopefully we'll look forward to seeing tomorrow. We're finishing off Fallout 1 tomorrow. So yeah, if you can come along for a bit of that, that would be really fun. But regardless, take it easy, Kuro. Be good to yourself. Catch you soon. My pleasure, Kuro. Well, her voice was injected with bravado and humor, but seemed to lack... No, I think I can leave injected with her usual for earlier. injected has definitely got connotations of being artificial or forced. But I don't need to labour the point by pointing it out. How would she go about soothing her ego? She doesn't have to do a perfect job. You know, something that I really like, actually, something I really, really like, or something that I need to kind of figure out, is writing characters who are dumb. Like, it's not like she's not an intelligent person, because she is. The problem is that she's not acting in a way that's like consistent, is the problem. Also, great, I need to restart my camera, which I love. Great, fun. When you're ready. There we go. Sweet, much better. Yes. So what was I saying? Yeah, she's dumb. She's dumb. Or rather, she's not being rational. Tracking.exe died a horrible death. It happened, yeah. There's a bit of a lag. This happens sometimes. If I don't restart the camera software, then there can be a lag between what I do and what I say, which is annoying. I don't like that. I'm nearly done with this Ramuni already. I'm very thirsty. We'll probably wrap up in like another half hour or so. I've got a lot of things that I should have done this morning, but I spent all that time just like sleeping and or on YouTube. So I need to do some housekeeping, literal housekeeping, for myself today. So yeah, I'll do that. Probably after like another half hour. We'll be able to finish this and maybe make a stab at an outline for the next chapter, but at this rate I'm not thinking it's going to happen. This has taken a lot more time to do than I anticipated, but it definitely benefits from having spent the time. There we go, Ramuni done. That's the problem with those Ramuni sodas. They're delicious, but they do not satisfy. They just make you want more. Her voice was injected with her earlier bravado. Maybe get rid of bravado. Bravado is good. Keep bravado. Her voice was injected with her earlier bravado. How does she try and save face? How does she try to justify what's just happened? How does she try to do it? Something along the lines of... Is there even a face to be saved at that point? That's the thing. She's dumb, okay? At least in this moment, she's not being rational. Which she, like, the whole point of this story is that neither characters are rational. That's not a bully comeback though. I think the line is, like, she's still playing on the insecurity here, like, particularly with this line. That's a nerd comeback. No, it's a roundabout. No, listen. She's not a bully by nature. She's a bully by circumstance, okay? She's actually a sympathetic character. She's actually not a bully. She's not bullying because it makes her feel good. She's bullying because it's a maladaptive trait. Which is me making excuses for her. But she's kind of maintaining the air. She's kind of like trying to maintain the air of it being a friendly relationship with it obviously not being a friendly relationship. So this is kind of like backhanded advice. She's saying, oh, these bras aren't good for you, especially with as much support as you need. Poking fun at her large breasts, which Clementine has a bit of a complex about because she's still insecure in herself as well. So it is an attack. And it's not a good bully. And the thing is, it's not a good comeback. Because it's not even... it's not even a good comeback, really, is the point. She's trying to come up with a comeback, but she can't. Explanations are not always excuses. People are flawed creatures and sometimes need to overcome those flaws. Exactly. I'm not making excuses for her. She is flawed. She is doing bad things. I've made that clear, or tried to make that clear since I started writing this, which was over a week ago now. Jeez. So yeah, no, we'll see how it goes. Actually, it was last Saturday, so it's been a week. Was it not last Saturday? I think it was last Saturday. It was either last Saturday or it was last Thursday, I forget. It's been about a week anyway. Either way, it's fine. At her words, Clementine herself. What's the word? Regained her awareness. We go. Clementine gained awareness. Regained awareness of, yeah. Bit less wordy. Clementine regained awareness of what just happened. She struggled vainly to cover both her chest. To both cover her chest and try to refit the bra at the same time. As she looked at Brianna, she limply covering herself. She's dropping spaghetti. Brianna's going to vanish again, replaced with mild panic. How is it can be unhooked? I mean... How about the grin on Brianna's still flushed face? Vanished again, replaced with mild panic. How's it can be unhooked, I mean? Casting her gaze around the room. She sighed before moving over to the door. Just so you know, a little wardrobe change won't be enough to stop me, alright? And with that she goes. Spaghetti thoroughly cooked and limp and on the floor. Hmm. Are we still on shock? Where are we? Where is Clementine? Clementine's collecting herself. Clementine's aware of what's happening, struggling to cover herself. I just looked over at Brianna. She's flushed, she's panicking. She's restless and just leaving. Bravado-filled line to leave. And then Clementine's just looking after her. Mild horror, not necessarily horror, it's not a horror response here. Like, at this point, it's like... Oh, interesting. Something just disconnected for a second. It's not a horror moment. It's... unwelcome, somewhat, yes, well... there's desire there, but it's not recognized at this point. It's just like, wait, what the hell's going on? This isn't where our relationship was. Where did this come from? I mean, we know where this came from, but like, where did this come from? That thing. Just uncertainty, I suppose. No, not the new uncertainty. No, I think still in shock at what had just happened, and then elaborate on it in the next paragraph. Not as much at what Brianna had done. She had been today hadn't been the first time she'd tried to unhook her bra or something. Or say awful things about her. After all. And when she'd been dragged in here, she'd been prepared for something. Her to do something. What would happen halfway through all that? after she'd forced us to look at her. Get rid of those. There. This wasn't like her, this wasn't like them. I think that's it. I think that's her chapter. I actually do. I think that's her chapter. Holy crap, I love it. I really love it. I love it. I genuinely love it. It has, I think, the level of depth that I would want out of something for me to think it was actually written passably well. I say passably well because I don't think it's great necessarily. Look at me being cagey about my own writing, as ever. But no, it has the elements that I want out of it. And it has a level of complexity around the situation. There's more going on here than just what you've seen in the start. Than what you've been able to see from this chapter. It leads you to want to know more, and I want to know more, and I'm writing the damn thing. I love it. I genuinely love it. I'm so happy. And we're clocking in at just under 3,000 words. which has me very, very happy. That's a solid. That's a solid chapter. That's definitely enough for an intro chapter. If we kept this going, we'd be at 15,000 words for the whole story, and I expect it'll get longer. I fully expect that later chapters will be longer. Depending on how later chapters go, I may add another scene in here before her run towards the station. A little domestic scene of her at home with one of her parents, with Jillian. But that depends on whether that scene's necessary. I don't want to include the characters unless it feels like they really need to be there. This can just be a story just about Brianna and Clementine, but I feel like it might... No, actually, no. I feel like it will be worth including Clementine's parents. I think there'll be reference to Brianna's, but they probably won't make a direct appearance themselves. But Clementine's parents make sense. I love it. I actually genuinely love it. I'm so happy with it. I'm really so happy with it. Yeah. So that's gonna be chapter 1 finished. Well done, Melanie. It only took you like a week and a half, maybe. So yeah, I don't know. I'll maybe see if I can find somewhere to upload this. Maybe get some reviews and do some editing of it. Like I'll maybe pass it to some friends, get them to give me some notes on it, and then see about uploading it somewhere. Maybe. I feel like I should upload it somewhere. I want to share this. It needs to be in more places than just my streams. It needs to be in more places than just my Discord. I would very much like that. So, my Digimon have pooped again. Good. But yeah, no, I love it. I really do. So yeah, your vote actually goes to RR. What's RR? Which one's RR? Oh, Royal Road. Yeah. I'll see about uploading to RR. Yeah. Archive of our own. I've got my own archive of our own account. I may need to change my username. But yeah, I do have an AO3 account. I can look into getting RR. But yeah, I think we've got a start. We've got a strong start here. I'm happy with it. It hits all the notes that I want it to. I think it does a really good job of being what I want it to be. Took a bit longer to write than I would have liked, though, but that's it. Yeah, Royal Road. I think my friend's writing on Royal Road, actually. My friend Traversing the Dark. Hold on, let me just check. But yeah, I think I'll probably end the stream shortly. Right, where's that? Yeah, that's like Royal Road. Yeah, that's Royal Road. My friend's on Royal Road. Yeah, I'm going to Royal Road. I'll put it on Royal Road. But yes, man, this is the most I've written for something like this in a long time. And I've never written quite something like this in a while. I think I like it. I think I'm happy with it. Yep. So yeah, what we'll do, we'll call the stream here. I'm going to get myself sorted out. I need to clear up my place. A good amount of chores needs to be done. I also need to figure out food. Food's not going to be too difficult though. But yeah, we're maintaining the rate that I've come to expect from these streams, which is 1,000 words per 3 hours. Which actually, Triangle Toll and where have you gone? Where have you gone? Tankfurter, if you're still here as well. Let me know, how fast do you usually write when you're writing? I'm curious to find out, because when I'm writing on these streams, I tend to find I do about 330 words per hour. When I'm at work, I apparently do 200 words per hour. But then I'm also like, you know, doing research and stuff as well. So a bit different. But yeah, I'd be interested to hear. Valana as well, actually. If you know your current words per... Okay, words per minute is terrible, to be fair. What even is words per minute? It's like 3 words per minute? Hold on. 330, or rather 333 divided by 60 is 5 words per minute. My god, I'm such a slow writer. It feels like people would be able to write a lot faster, but I'm doing a lot of thinking at the same time. And, you know, I've got to try and make this entertaining. But yes, no, this has been really fun. So if I keep up this pace, if every chapter is 3,000 words long, then I can look forward to another 12 streams of this. I don't know if I'm quite going to do 12 streams of this. Maybe I will try and do some more work off stream as well. That'd be nice. And maybe like spend a little bit less time thinking about particular words and more just about we're going to figure this out later. We'll see. I'll figure it out. Maybe we'll do a bit more jumping around as well, rather than just writing the entire thing start to finish. But regardless, first chapter done. I'm very happy with it. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you're watching and you're not already following, do consider dropping a follow. I would thank the person who did drop a follow earlier on, but I do not believe it was done in good faith, so I refuse to. So anyone else who wants to follow, I'd really appreciate it. This has been so much fun. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you are looking forward to this being continued and this making its way onto some other places, and maybe we can talk about it sometime. It'd be lovely. Would be really, really good. But yes, I will call the stream here. Thank you all so much, everyone. Triangle, in Russian you manage 3,000 to 4,000 characters per hour, which is 600 words per minute. Okay, so that's like twice as good as me. Writing for 1-2 hours, producing 1,500 to 2,200 words. Yeah, that's a bit faster than me. That is significantly faster than me. Though it might depend on context as well. Who knows? Definitely wants me to get back to writing now that that D&D campaign is done. Ooh, that'd be interesting. I'd be interested to hear what you've been working on, Valana. I'd be interested to hear. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. It really has. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out my silly little story. As I am writing lewd things on the internet, apparently, is maybe what I'm going to be doing as a little mini hobby for a little bit. That'll be fun. But yes. With that all having been said, I have been Melanie Bell. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming along. I really do appreciate it. We can look forward to more exciting stuff next time. Next chapter is going to involve even more interesting dynamics between Clementine and Brianna. I'm gonna be interested to see how it all works out, so look forward to that. But yeah, tomorrow is our next stream. We're starting at 2 PM UTC +0. We are going to be finishing off Fallout 1 tomorrow. There's not much left for us to do but to complete the game, so look forward to that, folks. But until next time, take care of yourselves, be good to yourselves, and I will see you all again very, very soon indeed. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye. I can't wait to share this with people and then have them say, Mel, what the feck are you doing in that stream? What the hell are you doing, Mel? What are you writing? On the internet, in front of people? I don't even know. No, this has been fantastic. This has been really good for you know, just trying new things, doing different stuff. It's been really fun. I've really enjoyed it. Right, who do we want to raid today? I wonder. Oh, you know what? There's a birthday burb. There is a birthday burb, and they are also playing a fun game. Where is the Chibi Phoenix? I believe it's the Birthday Burb's birthday today. And they're having a 24-hour celebration stream, which sounds very fun. So yeah, have some fun over there, folks. But until next time, take it easy. Mata ne!